Don't know intro. We're just gonna raw dog this thing. All right, all right, all right. We are not gonna do anything of that nature of intro and crap because by God, this thing is short. This thing is short. But I will get things ready. So there's that. You're stuck with me for a bit until I get things going. How is everybody doing out there in Chatsville? Can you hear the excitement? Right, right. Can you hear the excitement? Yes, yes. We are late. Yes, yes. I know we are late. We normally do this a couple hours earlier, but is what is what is what is what is. Uh, that done. Cool beans. I gotta share shit with others. No, I don't want that. I want to invite weirdos. Copy. There you go. There you go. There we go. I also want to adjust a few things. Jeez. I want that. There we go. Better. 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 Okay. I think. Well, I think this is done correctly. There we go. Let's do that. There we go. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. I don't think there's a part two for this because if I remember correctly, yeah, it doesn't go. It doesn't end well. It doesn't end well. Look, there's a Sparky from Sparky's Tech Corner.
What doesn't end well?
Oh, this.
This. How does it not end well?
You definitely didn't pay attention to what it is. It's supposed to be a two-parter.
It's part one of a series. I know that much.
No, that this one is a bit shorter than what the original is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's missing bits.
I wonder why there's some missing bits. Well, I
Hmm.
mean, there's
Did you
this
want to
missing
really
bit.
know why there's missing bits?
Oh, I know why there's missing bits. I've seen the original.
Good, good, good. Because yeah, that's why I said there isn't an official, proper, safe for work version out
Now,
yet.
all fine. They. I know that they edit some stuff out with cooking actual sausages and then blacking screens out
Mm-hmm.
and there's a lot of innuendos that they put into this.
Oh yeah, but you also lose a lot of context.
You do, but at least the video remains up.
Yeah, half of it does. Any, any.
Hey, it's something. It's something.
Mm, mm, mm. Still, you really don't know how sausages are made. Unfortunately, you left guessing. You left guessing.
Well, I think the imagination is wondrous for everyone.
Not necessarily, because most people don't have proper imaginations.
You are correct on that one.
See, there you go. See, I know this for a factoid. I know this. So
Yeah.
yes,
So
yes.
it's so late we're doing this.
It is what is. You
Well,
have to cover
usually we start this like an hour beforehand. We're
usually
just
about
an
an
hour
hour, a
late.
couple hours beforehand. Yes, yes.
We're
Usually
just
we're
an
done
hour
by now.
late.
Yeah, usually we're done by now. So yeah, no, yeah, it is it's late because Sparky had to cover a more VTuber thing and to finalize and conclude it the same thing he said the last time he covered it. So yeah,
I've had multiple people say they wanted me to cover this for whatever fucking reason. For
look,
whatever fucking
I
reason. I
I
do
get
not know
it,
why.
I get it, I understand, but those fuckers are retarded.
Jesus
Those fuckers are
Christ.
retarded. I was there in your chat, and by God, the hatred for one fucking woman. maybe VTuber Shy Lily on the basis that she doesn't condone you to burn shit, but would rather you donate it. Oh, but did you hear the tone in her voice? You could see you could hear her smile. No, not really. I've listened to it quite a few times. No.
Yeah, no, I agree with your critique on that one. That one needs to be redone on Powder Spot.
Look, there's a lot of I hate Kyle. I get the factor that there are certain people that have disdain for other entertainers out there, regardless of what I have disdain for certain entertainers. But even though I don't like a certain entertainer, I'm not going to throw them under the bus just because they sound like they're happy about burning somebody else's shit. What the fuck? It's stupid. Either A, catch them in the actual act, or B, don't. Just don't say that shit. Pretty simple.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's a lot of such things going around. So
no, I get it. I get it. But same thing I say about the grift. I'm cool with the grift, but I'm going to point it out. I try to keep that same energy. It's a thing. So when you have somebody in your chat kind of going, oh, they sound very vitriol against this particular. No, they don't. It's
I didn't pay attention to most of the chat. I paid attention to names I knew in chat.
see
I
that's the
didn't pay
problem.
attention to all the name. Well, it's
You had other things that you were focused on, and when you did pay attention to chat, you kind of lengthened a few things because you got stuck with chat. But which
yeah,
happens.
it's a
Which
problem. I'm
happens.
working on it.
No, it's a problem for every fucking streamer. You can't work on it. The only way you can work on it is stop talking to the chatters, even when they donate. Otherwise, your goal is to entertain and to talk to the chatters. That is what we do. I still remember the AR-15 cup. I know, right?
I
But
don't.
see,
I don't.
see, there you go. But again, you have selective kind of memory when it comes down to certain things. There are certain things that we did cover in front of the audience and behind the scenes of, and yeah, you kind of concluded the same way you did just earlier. So
I kind of had a feeling that my mind was gonna be changed on this. I figured Powder's gonna have the same opinion I did.
it's
So
yeah. So
I wanted an entire timeline to go through, and I was actually gonna work on it, but Powder dropped it this morning, so it's like,
no,
ah, okay.
I gathered but even so, the timeline is still missing a lot of pieces.
There's some things that's missing. I'm messaging Powder right now, let him know some of the things that I'm missing. They don't really align to much,
No,
but
no, they
it's just
don't.
the Numi convo does, because it reveals the cancellation that Bao had to go to. There's a couple odds and ends things, but you know, it doesn't hurt Cinder. It actually kind of reinforces the fact, because Numi actually kind of goes up and says, "Yeah, no, Cinder canceled," but Cinder also said that she had commitments that could not get away from, and showcased them
Mhm.
to us. So,
Yeah, purse. I mean, at the end of the
but
day,
she was still a bad friend.
doesn't matter. I mean,
Yeah,
friends and businesses don't really work together very well. We'll put it that way.
yeah,
Um,
be Manicure.
yeah, unfortunately, look, it can be done, but it's very rare that it gets very successfully done. So, but nonetheless, I see that Cole is a benefactor for this beautiful thing.
Yeah, he is. We all need to try and feather him.
Mm,
He's she. I don't know.
they.
They, he, she, they, them. I don't know.
But we'll have to wait to find out. But Colin, on the other hand, so this is a short one, because again, it's not even 15 minutes, and like I said, it's missing a bit of context. But apparently, it's supposed to be a safe for work version, and kind of question it a little bit. But sure, sure. All right. Whenever you stop typing and ready to,
Oh,
take a
I'm.
deep
Go
dive.
ahead. Go ahead and go.
All right, we're going.
She wants a summer home. Do you believe that? Keep telling her, Karen, we can't afford it. You know how many of these surgeries I'd have to do to buy a summer home? She wants to live in the Hamptons. Ted, hold that down. Thank you. A little tighter. Still have that Chihuahua? He likes dog treats, doesn't he? This guy's not going to need them anymore.
I know.
It's the
I already.
original.
I know. I know what part that
All right,
is.
I'm inverting the penis now. Does somebody
Yeah.
want to turn my operating music on? Ted, can you hit the... Oh, thank you, nurse.
It's a piece of cake and bake a pretty cake. If the way is hazy, you gotta do the cooking by the book.
I like the fact how they kind of altered the background a little bit.
Yeah,
Uh, see, it's there.
it's there in the background. You can see it.
Oh yeah.
But I think it's. I think it's enough censored out.
Questionably. I mean, for an automated, we'll put it this way: for an over 30 years old dude with enough hair, yeah, definitely, definitely. There you go. That's you. Congratulations. No, there's might be just enough for a machine to not really catch it, but if it was put under human eyes, hmm, this would be taken down pretty quick.
I've only got one warning, so
That's good. That's good. Give it time.
give it time.
Give it time. I've had multiple warnings.
Well, I mean, this video's been up for 5 years, so.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
we're doing educational commentary.
there we go. See, go with that. I mean, come on, go with
Yeah,
that.
like
There it is
last
again.
night. Like last night.
Like last night,
Education-
educational commentary.
Yeah.
I'm feeling transtastic today. I hope you are too.
Uh.
As we begin our magical journey into the transformations that exist all around us.
Yes.
Starting
yes,
here with
yes.
episode 1, how the sausage is made. It's time to do away with the mysticism. I'm going to show you exactly how that caterpie becomes a metapod. Because
Mhm.
there's nothing more natural and beautiful than a man becoming a woman, or a woman becoming a man. I bet you didn't even know you could invert a penis, or that it would look like a Boy Scout trying to earn a merit badge, but it does.
It
With a little
kinda
bit of
does.
elbow grease and some man-made intervention, we can work miracles. And that man's pronouns are Zim and Zoom, and he's going to be cutting your cock off and turning it into an inside-out vagina. Sure, our methods may be slightly extreme. We can't really make that caterpie into a metapod
Nah.
until we kill a few turtles and superglue their shells to its quivering little corpse. But
Kinda.
after a few hours with a hammer, I bet you couldn't even tell the difference. Transsexuality, the pet rock of genital mutilation,
post-up,
become
really?
quite the popular fad these days. But most people
I
are
like the
unaware of
fact
exactly
that
how that
they're still hiding a few
transformation
things.
happens. Now, how exactly does one go from
Terrible.
being
By
a
the way,
man to a
whoever
woman
edited this
or
needs
to
to
start
kind of go
with,
back to the
a
editing
woman
floor. Fuck.
to a man?
Well, I
Well,
mean,
First things
might
first,
as well be too safe
we're gonna have to
than.
cut your fucking tits off. I'm talking
No,
intentional
no.
approach.
They,
We're just gonna saw those
there
bad
is
boys
safe
right
and
out of there.
there's
Now this beautiful little
messy
procedure, it's
safe.
completely safe. We sedate you, stick you onto a table, and then we hack your tits off with a saw. We get right up in there. I'm talking up to the
Nice.
fucking
I
elbow.
definitely know
We're
this one.
removing all the titty we
Yeah,
can.
same
Then
here.
we're gonna staple the flap back down onto your stomach. You'll have a giant smiley face across your chest for the rest of your life. But goodbye pickup. Hello manhood. Now sure, the procedure's not exactly perfect.
No,
We
it's
can't
not.
make you have features that men might have. Muscle development such as pecs are going to be difficult. There's going to be some soreness and tenderness, especially where the hoses connect into your armpits for the drainage of all that pus. And probably most concerning of all, for all the ladies that want to become misters, a lack of chest hair. Luckily, simple home remedies are available to fix that. First thing you need to do is jump into your car and drive down to Niggertown. You're going to want to find the most ghetto-friendly gift shop that exists. Buy up as much of it as you can,
God
and then find your
damn
grandmother
it.
and have her teach you how to crochet.
Yep.
Voila, you're
Did you
fucking
not?
Austin Powers now.
It's almost like you weren't paying attention to a lot of the words.
I was watching in a group chat with a bunch of other people about 3 weeks ago.
Oh God. I love it. Did the original or this one?
We actually watched both. We
Ah,
watched this one first,
hmm
then we rewatched the original.
No, I would rather watch the original is definitely the first watch, and then this to find it. You will know clearly where the mistakes are. God, especially if you haven't seen it in a while. Jesus.
Look at that man Bush. But we're just getting started. That was the appetizer. Here comes the entree. I'm talking big boy bottom surgery. Now, the procedure, a relatively non-invasive one, starts rather simply. We pick a part of your body, and then
hmm
we start drawing on it. Now, these diagrams don't really mean anything. Dr. Cunningham here decided to show the price of Bitcoin to blow off some steam. Once he's relaxed enough after doodling on you, he begins a process of degloving, removing the flesh from the limb. Once a doctor has secured enough tissue from the donation site, it's
Kind
on.
of.
Does anybody hear that?
Oh, I'd love to be an Oscar Mayer wiener.
Jesus Christ.
That is what I truly like to be.
Now, I see some of you getting squeamish out there. I
I
understand it. Some
I, I
of you
think
thinking,
I've
I
made
don't want
some
that done to my
questionable
leg.
actions. Yes, you
Luckily for
have.
you, we can do it to your arm instead. Nearly identical in how it's
You
carried
wanted
out.
this.
Find a surgery site, draw a diagram, and then
You
start
dropped
ripping.
most of the money to want this.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
suffer.
I mean that was kind of the torture. I added in the how the sausage is made aspect to it to add to the torture. So yeah, you put down the monies. Welcome
Everyone,
to
everyone in chat that seen you write that down had no fucking idea what you were talking
yes,
about. Me watching the fucking chat going, oh god, if we hit the goal, it's gonna be a shit show.
yes. I walked away after that. Came back. So yeah, I had other things to do, and then I came back and you were still doing something about I forget where I kind of came in afterwards, but yeah, the suffrage is real. The suffrage is real.
Shit off of you. I don't even know exactly what this is going to become, but it sure is neat. And after a few hours of playing the
Yes,
role of the
yes, the
sausage, you're
sausage.
left with a nice arm cock. And don't be too
He's
concerned
not
about the
wrong.
donation site. I know when you see these graphic images and video of people having tissue harvested from their thighs and their arms, the first thing you think is, my God, it's going to look like you were in a horrific car crash. Sure,
Yeah,
maybe you could convince
kinda.
somebody you're actually a man when you were born a woman. But you're also going to convince them that you've jumped off of Frankenstein's table and
No
villagers are
problem.
chasing you with torches. But I assure you, it's going to look natural. And
Nah.
after all those hours of pain and suffering, you'll be the proud new owner of a sad snuffleupagus. I can't even tell that's not a real cock. You're going to blend in perfectly
Oh
right next to
wow.
the men at the urinal beside you. Nobody's going to know the difference. That
Mhm.
is a natural looking penis. He'll do all
Right,
the things
right.
that men do, like shave their penis, even the tip of it, because you harvested skin from your arms and your legs.
Yeah,
You're probably
that
going to need a
is
pair of
what's going to
scissors, or
happen.
at least a really good automatic razor. And it's not just the men that'll be deceived, it's the ladies as well. One look at that gargantuan, delicious, dead-looking dick, and their panties are going to drop. And when we're
The
discussing
fuck is that?
passability, I can't
hole, I
help but
know that,
mention the
but
primo pussy of all the trans ladies out there. That is some grade A snatch. Who could tell the difference? Now, over the years, I've heard a lot of transphobic comments, a lot of bigotry directed at my trans sisters out there. Unsubstantiated accusations that because they can't pass as a real woman, even with all the hormones and makeup, even with all the clothing and
yeah,
lessons on how to change their voice, even with the surgery, because they are unable to actually pass, that they engage in active deception as if beautiful trans women need to lie to people about what they are. These
Yeah.
hurtful rumors have spread so much that people become paranoid. They're under the impression that when they're online talking to somebody and that person has an anime avatar, that even though
they
they
generally
may
have
present
an
themselves as
anime
cute and
avatar.
effeminate, the
Is
truth is
that
quite the
Marilyn
opposite.
Manson?
周知
No.
心学園周知の事実
But I could see why you kind of went that direction.
シャキナチカシャキナチカラー鬼で生きる私たち誰もが本音隠してる
As if trans women
Yeah.
are such inhuman things that
That-
they need
that's
to
about
deceive
right.
innocent men into believing they're women by misrepresenting themselves. Well, I'm here to put an end to that rumor. I'm going to show you just
And
how
Lunk
wrong
says,
you are.
and
what
we're back to
better
the
way to
factory.
do it than
Thanks,
with
dudes.
a gender
Yeah,
reveal?
no. There you go. That looks like something out of correct. Even that. Look at that. Not wrong. Oh, we're all out of bubblegum. Yes, unfortunately.
See, what did I tell you? A completely accurate representation of these sexy ladies.
Yes.
In fact, if I were still a single guy on the market,
Ah, yes,
I knew
the
who I'd
art.
be trying
Can't
to
forget
court.
the art.
Look at this lady. That screams, I am a sexy woman, and I am 100% au naturel.
Trans positive.
Oh, and she
Alright.
has a friend. Well, hello, ladies. Would you like to go see the Joker movie with me?
No.
Maybe we could rise up together. I know I'm rising up in my pants. And when I say 100% natural, I mean 100% natural. They do all the things ladies do. Like go to
Yeah,
Vietnam,
they
visit
did.
an Asian
Cigarettes.
doctor, take their penis off of them, and then
They
stuff
did.
in an amazing amount of gauze.
He's
so
referring
they
to
can
a
do their
faggot.
own gender reveal, like every little girl does when she enters Menzies. I just wanna bury my face down there. Imagine the smell. And it most certainly is going to smell, especially if they're not dilating. Remember first aid class, when they told you about what happens with a giant open wound that never heals. Starts to get gangrenous. Can't have that fucker
It
sealing up.
can,
My
it
boyfriend
can.
wants to come over tonight and get a little trans coochie. So let me just grab my dilator that I'm going to be using every day for the rest of my life for 2 to 3 hour sessions, which are unbearably painful, to open up this fucking wound so it never ever heals.
Correct.
But you need to look for that silver lining in things. After all, trans vaginas don't lubricate.
One disappointing feature is the absence of lubricating fluid, because
Yeah.
the glands that produce this fluid cannot be transplanted.
So hopefully all that blood and pus gets the job done.
Yeah.
At least it should make it easier to pick out the hairballs. Oh yes,
The
the
hairballs, there we go.
See, when they skin your dick and turn it inside out, they use your testicles to create an inner layer.
Let's
A
go, kitty.
sock, if
Let's
you
go.
will.
Okay.
A ball sock rather than a ball sack. But since the material is
Oh,
made
he's not
from
done yet.
testicles, hair continues to grow. So there you are, a sexy young thing, a new woman on the town, with a giant gaping bleeding pus-filled hole that won't stop growing hair.
What the fuck is that?
Well, it's almost like that 41% statistic is starting to make sense. That when you engage in heavy body modification and delusional surgeries, when you opt in to have graphically violent things done to your genitals, that it leaves you in a state of nonstop depression and suicidal ideation, that it perhaps helps to explain why so many young men and women that have been drawn in by this cult-like mentality of transsexuality as a fad are now seeking to reverse their decision. Why websites like Reddit have testimonial after testimonial, horror story after horror story about what a mistake it was to get this extreme surgery done to their body, about the massive amount of regret that they
part
hold
that they're
for
missing.
having done this to themselves, and the unending deep despair that never leaves them because it is irreversible. And even for those that have not embarked upon the final surgery, just the act of taking hormones alone can be detrimental to their health and to their development. And in perhaps the most ironic twist possible, that those very hormones that are being taken
But hey,
to
Big
help
Pharma loves it,
facilitate
so
transsexual
they're happy.
reassignment surgery are in fact hindering people's ability to get it.
She has a very, very small penis. So
No shit.
my concern is that we're just now getting these children who have been on puberty delaying hormones, and the penis never has a chance to grow. So when it comes
Not much
to
to
surgery,
harvest.
we don't have the raw materials we need to make what we're used to.
And then after having such a brutal procedure done, with very little material to work with, complications
Spark,
begin to arise.
give me a second here. Sparky, next time I'll try to do something like this and fund the whole goal. Ban me.
You cannot say. Time out. Hang on. Time out. Joel, you cannot say You were not warned. I seen Rogue type in chat.
Hmm.
I said, for instance, we reached this goal. We'll do another stream. We will continue on with Metokur History Mondays.
Yeah, and I said
Rogue
no.
type 10.
At first I
No.
said no, we're good, and then Sparky's like, yeah, no, no, no. If we do it, I guess I'll do it myself. I'm going, okay. And then you start piping in some dollary dues, and I did remind those who start popping dollary dues that this was going to happen, and I put in, okay, since we're getting close, how the sausage is made, which was hoping that would have
It would
made
deter
you think.
people.
Yes,
It would deter people.
and yet somebody decided, hey, let's do this. I love this idea. I'm for the chaos. You wanted it. You brought it upon yourself. There's no turning back. There's no turning back.
Hey, we're almost done. It's like 2 minutes from the end.
I know. So you survived. It is a little short, but you survived. If you watch
Trust me,
the original,
it's
it's slightly longer, but not
and a lot
not.
more graphic.
It has a
A
lot more
lot
details.
more.
It has a lot more context that you really need in order to fully grasp what this first part was all about.
Yes. Yes. Which I guess I could link the BitChute, but then I'll probably get banned because I linked to something that, yeah, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah,
Just go to BitChute. Just go to BitChute, type in how the sausage is made.
sausage
You'll
is
find
made
it.
in
You'll
Metokur.
find it.
You'll find it. You'll
find
find
it.
it. Yeah, you'll find it.
But I'll remember that.
Yes. Yeah, you can't be you can't just undo what you took what you decided to present to yourself. The punishment must continue.
Okay. Getting out of the wheelchair, the leg thing snaps down, and I feel.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing this for the actual TLC version. It is kind of little little sound. It feels a little put on, and then some aspect does feel a little real at the same time. So I know it's supposed to be entertainment, but yeah, this was the following of this lovely dude becoming a girl.
And
I forget what her name is supposed to be. I know it's a Jenner. Kylie Jenner? I can't remember. It's part of the Kardashian shit.
with it, I felt this crazy pain. I felt like an incision just popped.
Pain and bleeding and infection.
You know, I was a little surprised. Jazz is young.
Oh,
and
Jazz.
healthy,
That's
and
it, Jazz.
Normally, patients like that heal really quickly. But instead, it just looked like the sutures were starting to spread, and the color of the skin right along the edge of the wound.
Yeah,
was
she's
nice and
you know.
But it was looking dusky, kind of bluish, which can be a sign of too much tension, there not being enough blood supply. So I was pretty worried at that point.
And it all finally culminates in a mental breakdown which
No
affects
shit.
every single part of the individual's life, delaying or outright denying the plans they'd had for a future. These surgeries are brutal. The results aren't pretty. It doesn't look natural. It doesn't function in a natural manner. The mental impact that it has on the individual is deep and scarring and permanent. And the long-lasting implication of embarking upon this transsexual journey is permanent disability, whether it's from the physical scars of surgery or the hormonal imbalance and delay of development from pills. As our society becomes more and more unhinged and gives in to people with diluted concepts of what they are and who they should be, we find ourselves hurtling towards a singular endpoint, a graveyard full of abandoned, broken people, all who bought into a notion that they could be the pretty little girl if they just believed hard enough. But unlike a Disney movie, Pinocchio doesn't get to turn into a real boy. Instead, Geppetto hucks his ass into a wood chipper and cries once a year at the memory of his deluded...
I forgot about the Geppetto hucking.
You forgot about it?
There was so many fucking people talking when we were watching this a couple of weeks ago. I scarred so many people with this.
Oh, it is a beautiful moment in
It
time.
is.
My
It's
God,
very. And it's
it
like
is.
you gotta remember, folks. This came out 2018.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe so.
So here's what I remember about this coming out. So there's a stream that's done a couple days after the initial video comes out, but there's some issues. The initial video gets flagged the fuck down. Of course, why not? It's got a lot of graphic shit in it, so it goes
Mhm.
up on BitChute.
Yep.
And the conversation revolves around, if I remember right, if I remember the cast of characters that's talking about this, I believe it's on the kill stream, and it's Metokur, Tonka, Ralph,
Mhm.
I think Andy, and there's a couple more people. I think Destiny is involved in this conversation. I'm not for sure, but
You're close. You're
yeah,
close.
but they're all talking about it, and I distinctly remember Tonka talking about it, going, "I wish you put some sort of disclaimer in front of that, because as soon as I opened up that fucking video, I wanted to fucking scrape my eyes out."
Yeah, pretty much.
I remember distinctly that deal, and like I said, this was back 2018. This was what,
Mhm.
8 years ago?
That would be, yeah. You got the right math on that one. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
8 years ago now.
Mm.
So not a lot has changed.
No. No. No.
Just the delusions have gone deeper.
Oh, of course, but that is how things go. I mean, that is the beautifulness, the beautifulness, and yeah. Let
Yeah.
me see if I
Loco
can.
goes, yeah, I remember.
I remember. I remember. How the sausage
Oh, we're not doing part two, are we?
is made. No, I'm just kind of making sure that it's still up on the BitChute side of things. I haven't seen it yet,
Tonka
so
Trucks did, in fact, say. I remember. I don't know if it was verbatim, but I know he said
Transtastic.
something like that, and they were talking and giggling about it, and I somebody asked the question. It can't be that bad, and then
Mm,
Jim goes into detail about the video, and I think midway through the description, I think everyone kind of unanimously going, "Jim, stop, please stop. We just ate."
yes.
I think I might be misremembering that, but I think that's what happened in that stream. I don't know what stream it was.
No,
I
no,
really,
it
I really,
that's
I
all right.
really think it was. I really think it was a stream that involved Destiny.
Again, it sounds about right because let's be real. That was a moment in time where a lot of people got to see behind the looking glass because I knew about this entire endeavor of what a lot of these, well, mostly trans women go through more so than the trans guys. Trans guys have it a little bit easier to a point. They just have to get cultivated and have an Oscar Mayer wiener sold to them. But and the better part is they have a catheter that usually is supposed to go through it. So technically, it's supposed to be a working member, but really isn't. It's just as pointed out, a very
Isn't there some
unhappy
sort of
wiener.
blow up thing that goes in it?
No, no, no. That was much later. But the original was catheter and then the meat sausage. Yes. We do have blow up technology for
Oh yes, yes, that's right.
uh
The one who
uh
has it can't be that bad was
it was
Gator.
Gator, yes, yes, saying it sarcastically, yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
it can't be that bad.
Uh-huh. I'm gonna say I haven't found it on BitChute, but I do know is on the Internet Archives. Still in existence. So if you so wish to try to go down that rabbit hole, definitely go there.
Um, hang on.
Kind of looking for still on the BitChute side of things, but
Ink.
yeah.
There you go.
Ooh, ooh. Let me look at that. Let me look at that. Oh, he's sending me. Oh, there we go. Is it? It's still there. Nice. Okay. Actually, no. Warning: this video seats are sensitive prefaces.
But you can still watch it.
Yeah, I know, but that is right there the big warning. So
Yep.
technically, they
It's
kind of,
miffed.
yeah,
It's miffed. It's probably reduced search viewing.
yes, it is. It is on a huge reduced
But you
search.
can still find it and you can still watch it.
You could, but yeah, no, but yeah, I know definitely it's on the Internet Archive under Mr. Metokur. Without being, slowly removed from the world at large. But yeah, they have it as a video marked as a not safe for work, not suitable for work, blah blah blah. Yes, yes, yes. It is not recommended that you view this in a work environment. Jeez.
I
Or
wonder why.
I know, right? Jeez. Jeez.
And the
He was he was proven so wrong against, yeah, well, it is one of those things. It is one of those things. Let's see, how long was it?
so many fucking ads on this.
Support the
Oh,
platform
fuck
that
yes,
supports
I
your free
know.
speech and get AI access endless
That's because they want you
free
to
of censorship for a limited time.
join up. They want you to join up.
Yeah, it's like Jim doesn't even do any subtleties with this fucking video.
No, no, he doesn't.
It's a black screen, and within 3 seconds opens up to boom,
Yep,
operating table.
correct, correct. Yeah, yeah.
Too late to
Automatic
say that, my
operating.
dude.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, they did kind of change a few things, but yeah, not by much.
I think what they did is they took out, so they kept in all the parts of Jim talking.
Yes.
I don't know why they didn't just scrub out the music intro bit, except for some of the parts where Jim's talking the music.
Hmm.
But I could see why they left that in. But what they did is they censored the video of all the graphic images and questionable images, and they cut down on breaths. So there's some pauses where there's some stuff going on, and
Yes.
he's lapsing, and they reduce that down. That's what reduces the time of the video.
No, no, yeah, and that's pretty much what I've noticed. So it's like, yeah, there's some minor edits, but overall, like I said, it kind of loses a little bit of the context if you don't get a chance to see exactly what we're referring here. Yes, you could use your imagination, but we let's be honest. We all know people do not have that great of imaginations.
Take a hot dog and try to flip it inside out.
Yeah. And then stuff it into a cavity.
And go to yourself, do you want to eat this?
Yeah, pretty much. Is this a thing that you want to eat? Yes. Or stick other things in it. You know. That is definitely not.
By all means, please do not American Pie this.
That is a different one. Yes, that's a whole different one.
Don't American Pie this. Don't
Yeah,
American Pie it.
no. But yeah, this is his. Was it the Gen Z? Oh, actually, Gen Z's actually pretty short. I think we actually covered Gen Z as well. Let me just kind of pull this up, and you can tell me. I think we covered it. I think we covered it. Been a lot of things that we've covered. Kind of hard to remember half the shit. But yeah, this is the Gen Z shit.
How many days have gone by that I've sat here and thought, God damn it, Jim, if only somebody could take The Real World, a show that's been off the air for 20 fucking years, and combine it with the animated stylings of Dr. Katz fucking a half-dead Disney ripoff cartoon from the 90s, my
Jesus
life would
Christ.
be complete. Lucky for me and for the millennials that this show is targeted at, Hayden Black has heard my prayers and answered them. And yes, that's right, this is the very one and the same, famously quoted. You should read that carefully. His tweets are hot shit. And this show, it has it all. It's got victim complexes, nonstop fucking whining, and don't forget the pandering.
Mhm.
Hayden's put it all together
Ah,
in
woo.
a fusion of bullshit and birthed it onto the internet in one terrible looking Flash animation. And just how does Hayden find the time? How do you find the time to make a Flash animation that looks like it cost $10 fucking to make, and then turn around and sell T-shirts based on it for $25?
It's pretty
he makes
easy.
it work. Hayden is a go-getter. He'll find a way to make money. In fact, you can tell that just by looking at the video they put up, the trailer for Gen Z on YouTube. Not 1 minute in. 1 fucking minute in. And this is what you hear.
And it's the first animated show in the history of the world to feature a transgender actress in a lead role.
Whoa, you're trans?
You didn't know?
Being trans shows huge strength of mind. No pun intended, but it takes balls.
I'm thinking of replacing my balls with candy and turning the whole thing into a Pez dispenser.
Why,
Right.
the cynic in me would almost say that this entire show was never made to be good, that there was no real effort put into the
There
show
wasn't.
itself, that this is instead a marketing technique to cash in on the Tumblr crowd. Oh, and I can hear you asking, how would you do that? Well, the first step is make a god-awful looking show, just like Hayden did. Make sure it looks like utter fucking shit, that the frames don't look right, that the characters aren't fully animated, that the black border makes no fucking sense. You really got to nail those details down. Then your next step is don't even give a shit about developing characters. Just throw a few in there. You've got, I don't know, the gentle giant Bubba Gump. You've got the
Yeah,
guy that looks like
that was the thing
psychopath,
back in
really.
its time
You can tell
frame.
he's a massive faggot by the tribal earrings he's got. There's Suey Parker, and don't forget Zoe Quinn. And once you have your ensemble
Jesus
cast together,
Christ.
you've got to have a hook. Remember,
He's not
they don't
wrong.
matter. They're satellites. They're
He's
floating out
brutal,
there.
but
Nobody
he's not
gives a
entirely
shit.
wrong.
This is a horrible cartoon. You're not putting any effort into it. You want to make some motherfucking money. Well, you're going to follow Hayden's advice. You're going to do what Hayden did. You're going to make a god-awful looking show, fill it up with horrible fucking characters that have no personalities, and then you're going to hammer home this. Trans actress.
Yep.
Boom. Fucking money. But see, your journey isn't complete yet. It's one thing to make a horrible looking cartoon. It's another thing to make sure that the cartoon has no merit to it because the characters are shit. And it's another to put a
This
fucking
is an
trans
American
actress
product
in
in
there.
its
But that's not going
finest.
to guarantee you cash. No, you've got to get a little oppression going on. You got to get some heat on you. Well, how are you going to get some heat on you? Well, the first thing you're going to do is open up a Twitter account. Then you're going to buy a bunch of followers because nobody's going to want to listen to the dumb shit you have to say because your cartoon
Yeah.
looks like ass. Once you got all those followers, you're going to start raising a ruckus,
Hitler
talking about
was
how the
right.
trolls are
Jesus
coming to
Christ.
get you down. Just make sure that your lead trans actress doesn't actually let it slip that you've been going on to 4chan and 8chan and antagonizing people intentionally to get them angry.
How can this market be a bundle of sticks on Tumblr? It's easy. Tumblr was a cesspool of craziness and wokery. And once it was taken over by a business person and tried to convert it and take away the nudity and shit, they all kind of migrated to the twatters. And, well, it became a safe haven for them until Elon bought it, and then they kind of created Blue Sky and Mammoth and a few other different things. And yeah, this is about 10 years ago, give or take. Yes, and remember, this is an American product, made in America, kind of thing. And you have a current president that is terrific Hollywood, especially the foreign side, to try to bring back made in America shit. Yeah, not going to get rid of any of the social messagings whatsoever. It's just going to make it worse. Jesus Christ. And yeah, they won't care. They won't care. I love it.
So you can cash in on the offensive, I'm oppressed bullshit. Oops. Once that's going, you got to go to a really shitty journalistic outlet. I mean, I'm talking dog shit here. It's got to be fucking horrible. Mary Sue sounds like a good choice. You go to the Mary Sue and you say, "Oh, I'm so oppressed," and then they're gonna write up a fluff piece and they're gonna tickle your trans
Mary Sue
balls.
still lives.
And there's the motherfucking money. Making a terrible Flash animation with no effort in it. He's making that money. Now, I'd love to ask Hayden his personal opinion on this, but he blocked me just because I called him a cuck. Or it could be the fact that I caught him. You know, it's not enough just to buy followers. You gotta make that Twitter account come to life. You gotta inject a little humor
Yep.
into it. And that's what Hayden does, because he runs that account and recycles his
Sounds like
shitty
me or
jokes onto it.
Nano.
A pew pew.
Uh.
Hayden, you're not funny. You insufferable fuck. You are funny's kryptonite, Hayden. There's nothing
Diet
funny that
Coke.
you've ever said.
That's
I've read through
gross.
your tweets.
Just
It's
get the real
just,
shit.
it's the fucking gallows of humor. It's like a death march. Scrolling down your timeline is a fucking death march. I keep looking for a punchline, and all I end up finding are guns from the people that have shot themselves reading your horrible fucking jokes, Hayden. But that's all it takes. Welcome to the new age, Gen Z, where we sell oppression and we hustle people and we blindside them with bullshit and use inclusivity and diversity as a smokescreen to sell them $25 t-shirts.
Yep.
Where we try to hype up the fact that we have a trans actress like that means anything.
Mm.
Like that's important. Like the show is better or worse because of it. No, instead we're just going to use it as a marketing point. It's a sales pitch. And dumb fucking kids on the internet, they're the purchaser. They're the end user, the same Tumblrette, the same special snowflake that's going to buy a male tears fucking coffee mug is the same idiot that's going to watch this show.
It's fine.
And you can see it when you go through their timeline as they whine
It's
about
not the
their
first time we've
oppression.
had
Gotta get that
inebriated
marketing
people
machine
in
going.
chat
As they
or in
whine
stream.
about it, you'll see people say
Yeah,
things like,
Sparky can
"Oh,
really can
it's so
attest
toxic,"
to that
or
one.
"I'm
Fuck
going to
you.
watch this show because people hate it." What a successful strategy, Hayden.
Okuda
Bravo.
and Rage have
You
been the
found a
worst
gimmick
ones.
that works.
I
People
know.
are
I know.
idiots today, and they are
At
so
least you
easy
fall
to take
asleep
advantage of.
while
You just
eating
need to know
popcorn.
how to pitch it to them, and you found the perfect pitch. You're selling them oppression. They're all upset. See, that's one of the things about millennials and SJWs in particular. One of the things that really gets up their ass is they're born in a time where there are really
Pause.
great civil rights struggles.
Pausing.
Hold on. Cool. No. This is fun. You paid for this.
Yes.
You say
You
right
have
there.
you
You
have
put
2
that
more minutes
phone.
at least.
You put that phone on the counter or on your nightstand. You paid for this.
Yeah, you have at least 2 more minutes, sir, of me making sure that you get your money's worth. So
And they want to get hit with a fire hose. You know what I mean? They want a few dogs sicked on them. So they'll find anything they can latch onto and act like it's some kind of fucking cause to fight for. So your marketing pitch of
Yes,
trans actress,
I
trans
know,
actress,
right?
trans actress, that appeals to them. Oh, they buy into that shit hook, line, and sinker.
Jim's
But you
always
and I,
spot
Hayden,
on.
and this video
I
is
know.
directed at you. You
Well,
and
I
I,
mean,
we
he's
both
part
know
of
what you're
my
doing.
gen,
You can
so
pull the wool over
what do
their
I know?
eyes, but you're not fooling me. You're hustling them, and you're disgusting for doing it because you're so
It's fine.
blatant about it, Hayden. You're such a scumbag. You're so fucking blatant about what you're doing. You don't give a shit about the fucking alphabet of sexuality, the
No, they don't.
LMNOP, QRST, or whatever the fuck they call themselves. You don't care about the trans community. You just want to make some fucking money. So you took a horrible product, you put no fucking effort into it. You thought,
Please do
what's the best
continue.
thing I can latch onto right now? Oh, transsexuality. You put a trans actress in there and acted like that made your show good. And then you went out intentionally to piss people off and bait them on
Mhm.
their community sites.
You learn.
To whine
You
about
learn.
oppression, to get free press, to sucker in the idiots on Tumblr and other sites like Tumblr so you could make some money selling $25 t-shirts. You hack fucking fraud. You are unfunny, Hayden. You are unfunny and you are a horrible human being. The only tweet I want to see quoted from
Jesus.
Hayden fucking Black in the future in a CNN article is, "I'm going to kill myself." That is the one tweet I would
There you go. So you got to see a bit of the Transtastic show ever. It was a series. I know we covered most of it.
It
We
wasn't
had to,
symbolisms.
yeah, we had to kind of skip over a few
Yeah.
reasons.
If you want to know an example of why we have to skip some stuff, go to yesterday's stream snipe of Metokur. I think it's like an hour and 30 minutes in or something like that.
Yes, yes.
And you'll see exactly why we have to skip some stuff and why it's dangerous stream sniping Jim at times.
Yeah, well, I mean, he
It is not for the faint of heart.
that was a safe version. It could have gotten worse because he takes down his videos. He gets his money. He takes his video down and he
Yeah,
leaves.
he
They don't
doesn't
come
have
back.
to deal with it.
Yes, it's other
It will-
people. They have to figure out, "Well, how do I deal with this afterwards?" Because yeah, a fan might complain or whatever because they're not totally it with the gym thing. They don't get the different levels of gym. But yeah, that is just
Yeah.
I
there
mean,
was
he's. Go ahead.
I was gonna say there's something I was trying to mimic yesterday when that happened. I couldn't really do it because I went back to go listen and my mic was just fucking. I was
Mm.
blowing the fuck out of my mic. I was peaking it the entire fucking time. And it's like, oh fuck, okay, that didn't come out the way I wanted it to do. But there was a little segment from you know Archcast, right? You know Arch.
Yeah, I know Art.
Okay, so and you know Lumi streams of Arch every now and then on Archcast,
Unfortunately,
correct?
yes, yes, yes.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yes,
And
yes.
just a kid. Um, so Arch was going through and doing something one day, and I've got to
It,
edit. I've got to edit this down. But this he made a sound clip so fucking profane. It's like
no, that's the reason why I say it's unfortunate. It's not because of Lumi, it's because of Arch. I know what Arch can do
ah
for the Norwegian that he is. Don't trust the Vikings.
yeah. But here's a little clip of him misspeaking.
This is another OnlyFans kid. OnlyFans kid? Oh God, help me! No, 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 not like that. Not like that. I meant Make-A-Wish kid.
Yes. Yeah, no, that's why I said don't trust the Norwegian.
I'm gonna clip that down to where it's like, no, not like this, not like this.
Yes, yes. But yeah, no, exactly. When it comes down to it, Remy, yeah, you have to literally screen through, and fortunately for a lot, I've seen just about every episode that Jim has put out. Um, Going all the way back when he was Jim 81 Jim, probably a bit earlier. Uh, yeah, there are a lot of hit and misses, but his later kind of mid-year of being Mr. Metokur, balls to the walls, hold nothing back kind of attitude before he kind of transitioned it to the Chudbud version and then merged the two later to where we get now for his live shows that he does. He does really good for his live shows. Um, his recorded shows are okay. Again, they could be hit and miss. He was very experimental at times because he did the his X Files take, and that was wow. It started off well and just kind of shot itself as you got closer to the end, which is reason why he killed that series. Oh God! If he just kind of went with more of the Glow Boys in that, maybe he would have kind of fixed some of his shit. But he was trying to go like a documentary narrative kind of thing. It didn't work. Didn't work. The Furry Pandemonium. That's a good one. That's a good one. But there are moments where you kind of go, but yeah, most people remember him with his bathtub Ross incident. Yes. But overall,
Yeah, you know that's. I think the bathtub Ross incident really kind of. I'll say this much real quick. And I know I've said this before, but it's always good. Bear in mind repeating.
Mhm.
A lot of people take Jim and the bathtub Ross incident as Jim is a pedo hunter, and we got to be like Jim and hunt on the pedos. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, a lot of people do that. However,
Unfortunately, yeah.
however, that is not what happened. Jim got shown a stream. I can't remember if he was browsing through on
No,
YouTube
he
or
was
he got
browsing
shown.
through. It was late night. He
Yeah,
was browsing
he
through.
was
He
browsing
found this
through.
particular. Yeah.
He found it. It treated him, raised an eyebrow, and he asked to come on, and they let him on.
Hmm.
He literally stumbled onto it. He
Yes.
wasn't hunting. He wasn't looking. He wasn't looking for the next mark. He literally stumbled across it, and he did his due diligence and went through and did the bare necessities.
Mhm.
Called him out on it. He went nuts, proved it out,
Yep.
turned it up to authorities,
Hmm.
made a clarifying video on it afterwards, went on with it, and makes fun of it every now and then.
Oh yeah. No.
That's it.
Yeah, even to this day, we're not too sure exactly what truly happened to Ross after the fact. There was talks that he went into an asylum or some form of psychiatric, watch system. Many say that he went to some form of prison, which doesn't feel correct. We all know that he kind of disappeared off of the internet, which is great. More of those kind of crazy motherfuckers should do that. Just disappear off the internet and not come back.
And never
But
come back.
they tend to come back, which is
Yeah.
it's kind of a problem when you fake, pedo hunting shit, and unfortunately people like Lyle Convoy and a few others have done this, and made it easier for these pedos to disappear and then rebrand and become something completely different.
Yeah, and that's a bad thing. It's like, look, I get it. You want to be the next one to hunt bathtub Ross. I get it. But a lot of these people just do more harm than good.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
mean,
like,
Bathtub
you
Ross
see
was,
some,
was a phenomenon.
yeah, you see someone questionable, report it. And it's like, and that's legitimate, not you think. That's not gut feeling. That's not. It seems like, I mean, legitimate. And
Yep.
if you're trying to sniff around from like smoke and flame, smoke to find fire, you're not.
You better hope that you can find the fire, because chances are there isn't any.
Yeah, I've seen so many fucking failed attempts at this. It's
Oh
like,
fuck
it
yeah! I
just
mean,
makes
look, the
me
whole
crazy.
Mama Max thing is another one that's a beautiful one.
Yeah, I think I'm surprised I didn't put a fucking nail in this altogether.
No, he's actually came back, and now
He came back. I know he came back. I know people have been digging into him.
Yep.
I know he put out. I think he put out a couple allegations to stuff.
No, he actually came at, well, his allegations for previous stuff, yes. Current one, he's actually clapped back against Mutatard and a few others. He's doxed Slug while doxing Mutatard.
Oh, he
Yes.
actually doxed them.
Yes. He also
Remember,
doxed.
no, no, time out.
Yeah.
Remember, folks, this is a person that asked for NDA for
Yeah.
the information. He wanted your name and your
Mhm.
signature and everything.
Yep.
For the Cameron
Gerard
David,
Davis thing.
yeah, Cameron. Well, I feel like I'm doxing him because
It's
it's out.
fine.
It's
already out
out
there.
there. It's out there and it's stupid, and it's
It
like,
is.
yeah,
I mean, the
he
Black
required
Black Vampire
NDA for this
Werewolf
shit.
dude that was kind of like a questionable sex cult. Police actually did investigate and unfortunately did not find anything. Ergo, they didn't pursue. And the unfortunate thing is the get this. This actually did happen. Spencer stole Max's dog and claimed that he was abusing her in some way.
Did we not call this? Did
Yes.
we not fucking call? We got to go back and look for that stream someday.
Yeah,
Did we fucking call this legitimately like tick for tack?
Oh,
Because we actually went down. We found Spencer's fucking Tumblr, which was Locust something.
Yeah. Locust
And
flower thingy, yeah.
Yeah, Locust Dance, Locust Ranch, something like that.
Something like that,
Something
yeah.
Locust. And we went down, we looked, and what was it? It was the image that they kept using on Cameron about the vampire teeth in the mirror
Yeah.
going, yeah.
Yep.
Well, what they conveniently leave out is Spencer posting the exact same thing. They were
Mhm.
doing erotic ERP. And that's what this was. It wasn't a cult. It
Yeah.
was legitimately erotic
Well played.
ERP LARPing on. It wasn't Tumblr. It was Tinder. It was
No, it was on Tumblr. It was on Tumblr. It was also on
Tumblr.
Tinder. Yeah, it was everywhere. Let's put it that way.
I can't remember what site it was.
No,
but it was
we
like,
got it on Tumblr, and then we found it on Tinder, and it was also in some other LARPing thing that they do for the supernatural shit. It was like everywhere.
And the surprising thing, no one else found it or talked about it.
No, why would they?
We are the only motherfuckers that found and talked about it.
Mhm.
We knew it was a fucking LARP before it blew up in Max's face.
Yeah.
Fully.
Yeah, but no, yeah. If you go to Slug Entertainment, Slug, the guy that did the editing for Mama Max, yeah, he gets doxxed. Unfortunately, he got doxxed for no fucking reason. Outside of what he kind of jumped ship and said, he wasn't totally against Max. He was kind of questioning some of his direction. It's like, but
Well,
yeah,
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's dox worthy because nothing's dox worthy, but I can
no,
see where a lot of um hatred can lie for Slug because didn't Slug post the unedited version of him going to saying that he can literally cancel Moist Critical?
yeah, because it was supposed to be, according to Mama Max, he's saying it was supposed to be a joke, but realistically, when you look at it, it's like, are you sure about this? Because it feels kind of weird.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, and it's like I can see where there's animosity there for
Hmm.
Max, but it's nothing's fucking Doc Swabby.
No.
And that's bullshit.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it's like he's already got a shit reputation. Might as
Hmm.
well just dump it more down the tubes.
Oh
Just
yeah.
yeah.
No, that is
But
what's happening.
I'm still surprised nobody's found and talked about this. I'm pretty sure
Give
that
it time.
I'm pretty sure Spencer probably went back and wiped some of that stuff out now.
Oh yeah.
Probably most likely. It's been like a year and a half, 2 years. But it's like I'm still surprised nobody fucking found that shit. It's like, and these are what? These are supposed to be people like Mutahar, Mutahar, Nick Diorio, and
Hmm.
several of these other people getting into. They're supposed to be these big fucking journalists, investigators. They do the deep dives and they find this, and none of these guys found any of this shit. It's there. It's
Correct.
there. Picture
Correct.
evidence, erotic fucking role playing with several different people, and the
Hmm.
best that we could speculate because Cameron was gone off of it. The best
Yes.
we could speculate, he was a part of a group, and something happened, and then it turned around to trying to be a fucking Me Too deal, and there's
Hmm.
nothing fucking legitimate about any of it.
No.
Nobody's seen this shit. It's like how can us nobody's find this shit and you can't?
Well, it's because people are kind of persuaded not to. Especially the ones who are part of the major commentary circuit, i.e., the double stuffed troops. They were all kind of sworn off of this whole Mama Max thing until they were given an okay to go through and selective materials that they could hit on. But if
Yeah.
they actually did the proper deep dive, yeah, you've got a lot of rollback on this
And
one because there's a lot of lies. A lot of
yeah,
lies.
and I don't remember if we did it solely on GNF or Day on my channel. I went to go look back. I can't find the exact episode. I don't remember which one it was. I know it was a couple years ago, but
Yeah,
it's like
I
I
would have
know
to go
we
through my
showcased.
archives.
I know we showcased the stuff. I know we talked about it.
Mhm.
I know we did,
No,
but
I
nobody else found it.
I have it in my archives. I would have like official archives that I have like an actual physical thing that I keep meaning to upload elsewhere. But yeah, I'll have to go through the actual archives. But I know we have it. At least I know I have it. So yes, it
Anyways, let's
yeah. We're gonna
look at
wrap
those.
this one up. It was kind of fascinating. It was a quick, easy abuse um, of
A
a
super
donator,
chatter. Yeah.
of a chatter who decided to donate.
Warning guys, this is what happens.
Yep.
My donation goals are rigged. Well, not rigged, but
No,
it's
they,
a
they
trap.
they do they do
It's a
come with
trap.
a few other different caveats, and when I see things getting too close, I will try to remind you this is a trap.
Literally. But before we do end out, Loco is like upset about Jim's future. He doesn't deserve his going. It's like Jim got dealt a shit hand. It
Yeah.
is what it is. He's trooping through it. It sucks. It really does suck. We just, I mean, sucks for the man. It really does. But you know what? He's marching on regardless, and that's why he's trying to. That's why he's trying so fucking hard to eliminate Jim's style of doing streaming. Who, Nick? Nick's got his own style. That's whatever.
If we're talking about Nick Recator, he lost the ability of doing that when he used nose.
No. I think because we brought
Nicholas
up Diorio.
Oh, Nicholas Diorio has been trying to find a new way of doing things. Because I remember when he first started and where he became like a gym clone for a bit, and then he decided to go elsewhere.
Yeah, he's doing good. I think he's reformed some caveat, some of his ways, and he's starting to. Unfortunately, he's not taking responsibility for him. He's just going, well, I was tricked or whatever. But it's like, he's starting to do good, but
he's
it is what it is.
In order for him to start really doing good, he's got to take ownership of a lot of the stuff that he helped create and orchestrated.
Like
Same
Mr.
thing like
Mansky.
Mutitard. Mutitard has to unfortunately take ownership of some of the stuff that he helped orchestrate and create. I mean, just like another one, Jobs. He's got to kind of say, yeah, I done fucked up.
Oh my god! Oh no! Have you seen some of the ship? Billy
Yes.
Mitchell is going.
I know
fucking
Billy is
squat
knee
up.
stomping the fucker.
He
I mean,
is.
it's
He
awesome.
is just.
He is
Call
awesome.
Jobs. Call Jobs and Billy Mitchell is the equivalent of Derek Chauvin and George Floyd.
Mm-hmm.
Billy Mitchell's got that knee on fucking Carl's neck. It is fucking funny. It's funny watching
Deservedly
Carl.
so. Deservedly so.
It's funny watching Carl going, please don't stop posting Billy's tweets here. So please stop reminding me King Billy. His base is just he is just going fucking ham.
Mm-hmm. No, look, I'm following, obviously. The man with Donkey Kong, man who's the saucing. He's anytime that he wants to remind, hey, Carl Jobs is look, this is the face of the guy that wants to make sure you get a hookup.
Yeah,
but
and
you
we
gotta
know
give them $40.
Yeah, and we know for a fact Metokur. We know for a fucking fact Metokur is following this stuff because here we go. There you go. It's actually his first street. There you go.
I know. I have him. Yeah, in machine.
Yeah, it's like God damn, the hot sauce king keeps dropping the neon Jobs.
Yeah. Yep. Mushimo. Yeah. I mean, I follow Metokur as well. I mean, come on.
I mean, we follow all the cool people.
Yeah, well, I mean that is needed, not really needed to say, but still, finally, we've got people pointing out the reality is that Jobs, Mutitard, Mama Max, and a few others within that circle are not the greatest of people. They're not, and it's about time that they all get called out. And that also includes Yorio and his group. They're not the greatest, but they're finally coming to terms because right now I'm waiting for Chud Logic, or as I call him, Fat Brain Logic. He's finally coming to the conclusion to call out a certain lyrics. and his questionable lolicon ways. So yeah, about fucking time, but too fucking late. So it is what it is. People actually point that out, regardless whether they are enemies of the state or not, and you say no, that didn't happen, and then turn around later and say it happened.
Yeah.
But anyway. But
okay. Hang on. I can raid over someone. Give me just one second.
Yeah. I can. Billy is.
I just now seen this.
Yes. Yes, 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 he is. Yes, he is. That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing. Just stomp, just making sure Dark Soul is an actual real thing for Jobs. And the funny thing is, Jobs is going to try to appeal.
I wish him the fucking luck.
So he's going to spend more money, and chances are he's going to lose.
Okay. So we are gonna be raiding into a channel called New Black Street. The 1.47k subs. Lumi is on talking with them. They got 180 watching them right now. So I know we don't have that many, but go over, say hi. If you don't like it, dip out. But
Yeah, your choice.
just figure we'll do it.
Yep. All right. Thank you,
we're
ladies
good.
and gentlemen, for coming along for a late edition of this Metohistory. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was fantastic. I normally would give Sparky his last kudos, but